A lot of people talk about not having as much energy as they want, and they're always looking for different strategies to give them more energy. A lot of people say, well, I'm not going to go to the gym and exercise because I just don't have the energy, or I'm not going to start that business, I just don't have the energy. And so, are there things that a person can do to give them much more energy? And the answer is absolutely. There are three main things that can be done in order to increase your energy. Now, the first two, probably not going to be super surprising. You're probably going to say, okay, we already know that, but just bear with me, because the third one's probably something you haven't heard before. Number one, obviously, you gotta get enough sleep at night. If you're not getting a full night's sleep, and for most people, it's actually more than they realize. Most people need 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night. I know that there are other people that say no, just get between 6 and 8 hours per night. In my experience, that's not really the case. Most people need a lot more sleep than they realize, than they are getting. In fact, studies have shown that people that consistently get 6 hours or less of sleep per night have the same cognitive functions as a person who is drunk, as an alcoholic. And so you could imagine if you were showing up to work drunk every single day, would you keep that job? If you had your own business, would you do very well in business if you were drunk all the time? Probably not. And so, number one, make sure you're getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Number two, of course, it can also be nutritional. A lot of times when people join our Enjoy Yourself Thin program or Facebook group, or people that join our Fall in Love with Yourself online program, they want to increase their energy. A lot of times people will come to our 3-day events and they want to have the energy to increase their business, to make more money, to serve more people. And one of the first things we do is we put them on our green smoothie recipe. It's a recipe that after 1 week of regular consumption, most people say that their sugar cravings are totally obliterated. And most of the time, people report that their energy levels go up by 30 to 100% or more. And so, again, it's consistently getting the right nutrients. If you want my green smoothie recipe, then just comment below. I'll send it to you totally free. And again, it's just regularly getting the nutrition that you want to, especially what the ingredients that are found in this green smoothie. So, number one, making sure to get enough sleep. Number two, getting the right nutrition. If you're not feeding your body, of course, your body's not going to give you energy. Now, number three, it could be that you're simply operating at a lower level of motivation. I've talked a lot about the 4 levels of motivation, and one more time, those 4 levels are social level, consequence level, agent level, and charity level. A person that's operating their life at a lower level of motivation, for example, if everything in their life is a should, if they're operating at a social level, then of course they're not going to have much energy. Have you ever noticed that when we are doing things just because we should do them, but we don't really want to, it feels, I mean, it's energy draining. You know, have you ever do you remember when you were a kid when you knew that that one day in school was coming up, maybe your book report was due, or maybe there was this crazy huge test, and suddenly you started to feel kind of not very good. Maybe you had a tummy ache or something, or maybe you just felt really tired, and it was legit symptoms, right? I mean, you legit were feeling off. It was because you didn't actually want to go to school that day. You didn't actually want to do whatever it is that was going to be you were going to be doing that day. It could be the same thing at work. You could be operating your life at a social level, meaning simply doing things because you feel like you should or because it's expected of you. I remember not long ago I had one of my personal mentoring clients in for a mentoring session, and this is one of the things he said. He's like, Eric, I get enough sleep, I eat really healthy, but I feel so drained all the time. And so I had him make a list of what a typical day was like and all the activities that he would do. And he was like, well, I get up at 7 o'clock and don't really want to get up at 7 o'clock, but I usually stay in bed till about 7:30, and then I've got to get ready to go to work, and then I drive to work, and then I stay all day at work, and then I get a break. Oh, but then I have to go back to work, and then I drive home from work, and then I come home, and then I play some video games, and then I gotta get ready for bed, and the next day I gotta go back to work. And it was this job that he did not enjoy doing at all, but he did all of that simply because he should do it, or because it was expected of him. When you operate your life out of shoulds, you're not going to have the type of energy that you need. Same thing when you operate at a consequence level of motivation. A consequence, remember, is doing something either to gain some type of reward or avoid some type of punishment. And while you might not want the punishment, or you might want the reward, it's still the process still isn't enjoyable. Does that make sense? And so doing things at a social or consequence level motivation is energy draining. Now, when you live your life in agent or charity level, when you use those as your motivation, agent meaning doing something because you genuinely enjoy it, think back to the last time you were about to go on vacation. Did you have energy? Even let's say you had to wake up super early for an early morning flight to, get to the airport early. You probably still felt quite a bit of energy, more so than if you were waking up super early to go do some type of job that you didn't want to. It's because you genuinely wanted to be going on vacation. You knew that it was going to be enjoyable, and so naturally you had a lot more energy. Energy is a form of physical reward, and so again, physical and emotional reward. And so again, getting enough sleep, making sure to nourish your body. Again, if you want my green smoothie, comment below. If you want the green smoothie recipe, comment below. I'd be happy to send it to you. Most people, as I mentioned, that drink it just for 7 days in a row notice this massive surge in physical energy. And then there's the emotional energy, which is living your life at an agent level of motivation or charity level, meaning living your life out of pure love. People that do that switch their shoulds for get-tos, usually notice a massive surge of energy. Remember, if you aren't part of our Enjoy Yourself Thin Facebook group, make sure to join. It's totally free. If you haven't joined already, make sure to do so, and make sure to sign up for one of our metabolism and weight reduction assessments. Normally $499, but totally free to members of that group. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to give us a thumbs up and comment below, and make sure, of course, to share this. If you know people that are always talking about how they don't have energy, share this video with them. Send it to them so that they can start to get out of that rut, and tell them to reach out if they want the green smoothie recipe as well. Love you.